Guys, how are you? I just wanted to do a really quick review on the Lumoid um, electronics fitness trackers like photography rental service because I've had a really great experience with them so far, and I'm not being paid to do this. Like I paid for my own Lumoid trial and everything like that. So I heard about them because I was doing a lot of research on fitness trackers. I recently got very big into fitness trackers, and before I got one I was like, I don't really see what the big deal is. I don't see how this could help me really the way that people say it does, but I decided to give one a try, and it was like a budget version. I think it was a Misfit Flash, and I finally like understood why people say it helps them, because it really is like seeing your activity in hard numbers without giving you a way to like cheat the numbers, like, oh, if you record food, like, oh, I'm so embarrassed about the Reese's I ate earlier, I'm not going to write it down, right? But if you have a fitness tracker, it's giving you the straight up numbers, and it's really eye-opening. I could not believe like how inactive I was and how little I was like moving throughout the day. So I had purchased a Garmin VivoSmart heart rate monitor fitness tracker, and it was all right. I did not like it, to be honest, and it broke within 3 months of owning it. And they sent me a brand new one. I mean, kudos to Garmin for really following through, but I was like, you know what? I just made me realize these are expensive devices. I don't have a lot of extra cash on hand to keep like buying one and having it not work for me, buying one and having it not work for me. And I thought, well, maybe I can get along without having one. And then like a week after my Garmin broke and I was waiting for the replacement, I hadn't even thought about purchasing another one. I was like, oh my God, I miss having a tracker so much, but I don't miss the Garmin. So I was thinking, I was like, how can I choose a device that's going to fit my needs, and how would I know? They're so expensive. And then as I was doing my research, I came across this service called Lumoid. And Lumoid is basically this company that sort of lets you rent out for a trial period different devices like fitness trackers or photography equipment or camera equipment and things like that. And to be totally honest, I don't care about camera equipment. I don't care about photography stuff at all, because I'm terrible at it. But I was really interested in the fitness tracker stuff. So the way it worked when I ordered, I think they have changed it since I ordered actually, but the way I ordered, it started at a base price of $30 for a box, and they let you choose up to 5 trackers. I think that this has changed now, and it's gone down to 3 trackers at a time, and I believe the reason for that is because they have gotten incredibly popular like within the last month. I don't know if they were featured in like a news article or something, but between the time I heard about the company on this like obscure blog and the time that I am doing this review for you, they became insanely, insanely popular. So I rented at a really good time. So I rented 5 devices, and you do have to sign for the packages when they arrive. They ship through FedEx, at least in my experience, it's been through FedEx. And if your device that you want to test out, and I mean, they test from the most basic trackers all the way up to like expensive stuff like Apple Watches and things like that. So the way they work is you pay out the set fee for the box. And if you like the tracker, or if you like one or more, however many you decide that you want to use or keep, what they do is they take a portion of what you paid for your box. So they take, I think it's up to $25, and they put that toward the purchase of the tracker. If you want to try out a more expensive tracker, like I tried out the Misfit Ray, which was new. It was an additional $5, I think, on my order, just because it was a brand new device, and it was in much higher demand. So that's their way of trying to like mitigate the demand levels. So it took a while for me to get my order. I ordered 5 trackers. It took a long time to come in because the Misfit Ray was actually so back ordered that it took that long. I think it ended up being about 4 weeks before my box finally arrived. So I went to FedEx and I picked it up because I work. I'm not home when FedEx comes to my house, so I had them hold it for me, and I picked it up. So it comes in like this little box, and I believe their boxes are all a standard size. It has the logo. And when you open it up, it's got this really cute, oh, I should put away the packing label. It has this really cute tissue paper. I tore it to pieces because I'm an animal. It has this tissue paper that makes it all wrapped up, almost like a subscription box, and it's got kind of the instructions for how it works. And then this pouch here, you get your instructions and your little hello, welcome to Lumoid, and then you get the prepaid return label. So they give you 2 weeks to test out all of the devices that you've decided on. Within that 2-week period, if you decide you want one, you purchase it through their site, they give you your discount, and then you send back the used devices, which are what you try out, and then they send you a brand new device. So at the end of your 2 weeks, you put the label back on the box, and then you send it out. So they come in and they say, welcome, we're so excited for you to try out your stuff, blah, blah, blah. Please, before you do anything else, make sure you go through your list and check off, make sure everything that you ordered is here and in working condition. So first of all, I have to say I'm very impressed with the fact that there was a big delay with my order because of the Misfit Ray, and they contacted me immediately. They said, your order is being delayed because the Ray, which is the one that I really wanted to try, has been back ordered. It's been really popular, so we can't send it to you right away. But if you want to swap it out, or if you don't mind waiting, we just want to give you the option. So I opted to wait because at the time I thought that would be the best option for me. So their customer service, every time I've interacted with them, they've been great, and I had to interact with them again. My box finally arrived, and they don't give you like the full boxes for the products. They come in these little bags. So I got the Withings Activity Pop, the Misfit Ray, the Jawbone Up 3, the Mio Fuse, and I had ordered the Fitbit one. So out of these, after I made sure all the accessories were there per the checklist, the Withings Activity Pop it came broken, and you can see in the bag, the back is completely off the device. So I opened up the bag and I took a look at it, and the battery was actually out. I managed to get the battery back in, but the way the Withings Pop works is it comes with a little opener, and you pop the back of the case off, and then you replace the coin cell battery. Now this battery is supposed to last you for a year, and it looks as though someone had just decided to make an attempt at opening the device, and just so they wanted to see how to do it, and they ignored. You're supposed to use, there's this little pin right there, you use their tool to pop the pin out, and then the back just pops off. And instead of doing that or reading the directions on how to do this, it looks like whoever had this before me just beasted it open. So do you see all this? This is all damaged. So someone just like wrecked the back of this device, so it doesn't attach anymore. And I was kind of bummed because I was interested in this. It wasn't like my primary interest in terms of fitness tracker choices, but I was still really bummed. Nothing I did put it back together. So I wrote to Lumoid and I said, hey, and I took pictures in case they wanted pictures. I said, the Withings Pop has come completely broken. You know, somebody beasted the back of this open, and I can't get it back together. And I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing because, you know, I paid for 5 of these things. So their customer service wrote me right back, and they said you can either take it to a wash service to have the watchmaker try and professionally put it back together, or you can, and then they would reimburse me for the cost of that, or we can send you a brand new one. So I wrote to them, and in the time, like in the 4 weeks, I think, that it had taken for my box to be sent out, I had become more interested in the Bella Beat Leaf than the Withings Activity Pop. So I wrote to them and I said, hey, I don't know if this is even possible, but I explained the situation. I said I had to wait a really long time to get my box of items in. Is there any way, you know, this one's broken, and I became interested in this one in between that time. Like, I totally get it if you can't do this for, you know, inventory purposes or whatever. Like, maybe they were worried I was trying to scam them, which I'm obviously not. But they don't know, you know, people do this kind of thing. So I said, I don't know if you can do this, but I would love to try out the Bella Beat Leaf instead. I would rather not go to a watchmaker, and I can send you pictures, but I don't think a watchmaker is going to fix this because someone very obviously just like ruined the back of this device. So they said, they took 2 days to get back to me, and they said, we talked to our upper management, and they said, you know, since you had to wait so long, and since this arrived and it was damaged, we'll go ahead and we'll send you the Leaf instead. So I thought that was really cool because a lot of companies understandably won't do that, and I totally get why. You know, there are a lot of people that try and scam or, you know, get free things. I'm not like that because I detest people that do that. Like, it's one thing to work a legal system, but like for you to extort stuff, at the expense of others. Anyway, that's a sidebar. So I thought that was really great. So they sent me the Bella Leaf instead, and they actually extended my trial period for all of my trackers for an additional week because I had to wait not only for all of my devices for 4 weeks, and then the one was broken and they had to send me a new one, but then I had to wait for the shipping for the new one. So they sent me, and again, I think their boxes are all the same size, and I got a separate return label and everything for the Bella Beat Leaf. And they wrote and they asked me, make sure everything was okay. And I don't know, guys, I'm just really impressed with this service. Like, all the devices, other than what someone had really obviously just like destroyed, this poor activity pot, they're all in great condition. They're all working. They have really great little setup instructions. Their customer service has been very prompt and like ready to go to help me out, and I've just been incredibly impressed with them. And a couple of the people I work with were using Fitbits, and I ended up absolutely hating the Fitbit tracker I tried and the app. Mostly because of the app, I hated the tracker. The tracker itself was okay, but Fitbit in general I don't like. And my coworkers, they were watching me, try out all these trackers. It was like Inspector Gadget because I was comparing the accuracy of them all. So I was walking around with like 3 trackers on at a time. So they got really interested in it. So one of them decided to try out. You get a referral link that you can send to people if they want to give Lumoid a try. And I sent one of my coworkers the link, and she decided to order 3 trackers to give it a test. And I was, in addition to getting my, my $25 off from my trial for the Leaf, which is the one I finally chose for myself to get as a tracker, I got an additional $10 off because my friend decided to use my link, which I thought was really cool. And I personally appreciate, because as a consumer, I mean, obviously, if I was rich, I wouldn't need a service like this because I wouldn't give a crap, honestly. I'd just go try out whatever tracker I wanted. But I think they know that they're catering to people who don't have a lot of disposable income, but who are trying to make healthy, positive life choices for themselves. And I really appreciate that they gave me that discount. And I think they'll do it, for anybody who tries out the service. But I really appreciate that the company had great customer service. Everything came super fast. They were very communicative. The site is pretty fluid and easy to use. Anyway, I'm just really impressed with them. And like I said, they didn't tell me to make this. Like, I've paid for everything. I paid for my Bella Beat Leaf. This is not mine. This is actually the sample tracker, and I have to send these back soon because I've had them for a while. I don't know, guys. I'm just really impressed with this. So if you are really interested in fitness trackers, or even if you are a big camera photography person, maybe there's like a new lens that you wanted to try. I'm really sorry. I know nothing about photography equipment. Check out the website. It's lumoid.com, and I'll put my referral link at the bottom in case anybody's interested in using it. They're a really great service. I am very, very impressed with every interaction I've had with them, with the quality of the devices, with the range of options that they offer. So highly recommend Lumoid. Very impressed with them. If you're looking for a tracker or for any other kind of digital equipment to try out, or make sure you like it before you buy it, try before you buy, it's a great service. I really encourage you to give them a try. All right, if you have any questions for me about my experience or about any of the trackers that I've tried, feel free to ask. And in the meantime, have a great summer.